And this feels like a victory. Competition is slipped to me. Yeah, it's this story, it's history. Homie, this is my story, no mystery. Yeah, this feels like a victory. The competition is slipped to me. Yeah, it's this story, it's history. Homie, this is my story. First things first. Shout out to the sponsor.
The 2K Sports pregame show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA three-point contest on 2K Sports. Can't wait for this. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. What an incredible field we have for this year's competition. The deadliest sharpshooters in the league. And as much...
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Next up is the three-point contest where tonight, one NBA sharpshooter will add his name to a trophy that contains a who's who of the best long-range bombers in league history.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite All-Star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a special night.
And so here's Curry now. 60 seconds to go through 5 racks. The last ball on each rack is worth 2. And the last one is all money balls.
And those 9 money balls are critical. They represent more than half of the 34 possible points. So you have to be at your best here down the stretch.
From the very first year it took place, the three-point contest has been so much fun. Larry Bird won the first 3 in a row, a few of them in dramatic fashion.
And that was one of the things that made it special right away, having one of the all-time greats putting his stamp on the shootout.
He's got 12. He's hit all 3 money balls. Now to 15.
Steph catching fire now. He's in the zone.
That's his 5th consecutive make.
And a great finish here.
Up to 22. 8 in a row. They're all falling. Now 26. And he finishes with 28 points on the round. Not bad at all. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
He racked up the points on his money balls, only missed 1.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas here.
Fellas, 25 shots in 60 seconds, that's a lot. One of the hard things, I'm sure, is staying focused all the way through that 25th shot.
It absolutely is. And with the end in sight, players can suffer a letdown and not close out the round as strong as they should.
Could only get 1 shot to fall off the rack. He's got 5, 6.
He seems to be rolling right now.
Sure.
And he buries his 5th in a row. $11 on the board. He's got 12. Down to the money rack. He's got 16. Pushes it to 18. His score sits at 18 points for the round. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
And he managed to hit 4 money balls. Not terrible, but could have been better.
So it's James Harden ready to go.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. And a lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when. I'll tell you one thing. If a player doesn't get into a rhythm and start stringing shots together, it's over quickly.
And we talk about that a lot, but that's because it is so important. With 25 shots to get off in 60 seconds, there's just no time to ease into it. Oh, Harden's starting to feel it.
Make that 14. Drains the money ball. Now up to 18. Now 20. Up to 22. a fine score of 22 points for the round. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Moneyball's so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. A score of 18 or higher is what he needs.
Well, he's an excellent shooter, guys, and it's going to be tough, but I think he can get it done.
2 points. Drains the money ball. He's got 5. Now with 6. He's up to 7. 5 big points on that rack alone. He needs 8 points more. 11 points. Money ball, no good.
6 more points to stick around.
Notches 13. He's made all but 1 of his money balls. 1 more to stay alive. He's in 3rd. He finishes off the round with 19 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Yeah, it was a terrific start. He was feeling it from the get-go.
So it's Nick Young ready to go.
And guys, one of the cardinal sins of the three-point contest is a player trying to change his stroke after a bad rack or two. It won't work.
Yeah, it's tempting to do, but trying to make adjustments during that 60-second span would be overthinking things way too much.
Makes his first there. That's 2. He'd better heat up soon. He's got 5.
Cannot afford a lapse in concentration now. He's got to finish strong.
8 points. He's got to close out with some makes. Well, guys, that's it. He's out of it. He can't make up the difference, Clark, at this time.
Nope, too far behind, but he'll finish up anyway.
Yeah, and I think he definitely gave it his best. Just not enough in the tape there.
He finishes with 14 points on the board. So it'll be Brad Beal here. It can be a big advantage going last. He knows the score he needs to beat in order to qualify.
He's got to have a 19 or higher to stay in.
All he's got is work cut out for him now. 1 point. That's 2. Can't get the money ball. Now 3 points. 4 points.
Pretty good start.
Seven points. Gets the money ball. Up to 10 now.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention. Finishing strong. 4 more points to stay alive.
The young fella Brad Beal taking charge here.
That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll. He's all the way up there at 23 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
And that last money rack was huge for him. Down the stretch, hitting all 5. That really boosted his score.
Curry's got to be the popular pick in the finals after his showing in the qualifying round.
The performances all around have been off the charts. This has been a true shootout.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got a great three-point contest on our hands this year, guys.
So it's James Harden ready to go. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it.
Well, he was very steady in round 1, so we'll see if that translates to this one.
And it's the finals now, Clark, and so he's going to have to be more than just steady. This is when it takes something special to close the deal.
Yes. He's got 12. Money ball, no good. Good for 13. He's at 14. Can't get the money ball. He's got 16. Pushes it to 18. Now 20. And that's his 4th straight. He collects 22 points. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
That's a well-earned and well-deserved score. He found his rhythm, and he kept his rhythm.
And given the look on his face throughout that round, guys, I'd say he's taking this contest very seriously.
So it'll be Brad Beal here.
And Brad Beal, renowned in high school for his outside shooting. He was just solid. Not really great at Florida, but you figured he'd come around.
The two-point balls can be the make or break factor in this event.
6. 8 points. 9 points. That's 4 in a row now. Drains the money ball. Good for 13.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Coolly knocks down his 5th straight.
Finishing strong. 4 points more to tie it up.
Now 20. Up to 22. He posts 24 points for the round. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Well, you'd have to put his performance right there alongside the best there have ever been in a three-point contest.
How could you not? I mean, very, very rarely does a shooter get on that kind of a roll.
And so here's Curry now. He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last. And he knows exactly what the target is.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participants. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
And no question, it's a lot of fun to be in a situation like that. But you're right. It is a very different experience than they get on any regular night in the NBA.
He'll just about have to hit every shot now. 11 on the board. He's got 12. Tremendous.
He can only afford one more miss from here on out.
Fantastic.
He's hot now, his 7th consecutive basket.
2 more to win.
A grand total of 25 points for the round. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
And he ran a string of made shots up to 10 in that round. When he gets it going, watch out.
So there's no need to speculate any longer. The three-point contest champion has been crowned. This year's winner, Steph Curry.
Now, how much fun was that? That could be the highlight of this year's All-Star festivities, guys.
And for me, the three-point contest is right up there. I was just happy to have this ringside seat to take it all in.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, saying so long, everyone.
I lost a bet to a guy in a chiffon skirt.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA Dunk Contest. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. All these players have been planning and preparing for weeks for this competition. Some of the imagination they put into these dunks is fantastic. And they're all trying to one-up each other. So get ready for some serious aerial action. And one of the biggest events of All-Star Weekend, Shaq, traditionally, why do you think it's been so hard for a big man to win the slam dunk contest?
Because everybody's jealous of the big man. Look at us, Ernie. We're beautiful, and we know it. But I made it look more spectacular when a smaller man is flying through the air.
You buy that, Jet?
Well, wing players have won it in 90 and 93 when I competed. You know what I'm saying? But the guy who I want to see dunk is Elevator Ernie. Ernie, have you ever seen Elevator Ernie dunk?
Oh, I've seen him.
Oh, my gosh.
Awesome. You know who you look like in that contest?
Who do I look like in that contest?
Dominique Wilkins.
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's time for the dunk contest. The NBA's most amazing athletes and slam dunk artists are about to put on a show you'll always remember.
Man, we've got so many great players in the dunk contest this year. Every one of them is capable of something special.
Yeah, and the dunks these guys perform in games are incredible enough, guys, but I can't wait to see what they break out when they've actually had some time to choreograph and rehearse some of these dunks.
We'll see if he's got something spectacular in store for us to tip off this competition.
Well, we know, Kevin, he's been thinking about this dunk for a long, long time, so I'll bet he comes with something that's fairly fantastic and special to start off with.
You think he's going to bring out the big guns early,
Yeah,
huh?
I think he's going to go for it, man. Go ahead and lay the gauntlet down right away. Boom.
Yeah, you want to get that crowd salivating for what may come next. So you want to definitely get the energy level to rise here at the start.
Clark, I don't know what we just saw. No, I don't know. Look at that. It's like, oh my gosh, how did he do that? First attempt for him. He's the second dunker of the night here. We'll see what he brings. Let's see.
Here he comes.
Good, basic, high flying, big acceleration.
Yeah, all of the above, but nothing to really get your heart racing.
I agree. We're still in our seats. So far, some solid dunks, Clark. Nothing, though, that's really taken our collective breath away.
Yeah, nothing's got my heart thumping or me ready to go crazy. I'm still waiting for that one kind of dunk to show up here.
It's not like watching you when you play. My heart stopped. I was breathless. There goes Special K once again, galloping for two. Right. I can see it in my mind's eye right now.
Yeah, turn his mic off. And now he's getting ready to launch, and
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with here.
Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, nice 360.
Nice.
Oh, pass was thrown from behind the backboard, over the backboard.
Yeah, thrown well.
Well thrown.
Yeah, great pass.
And then you've got the catch and the 360.
So it'll be Larry Nance here. Fourth on the list. Let's see what he can do. All right, Clark, there it is again. Same doggone dunk we just saw.
Kevin, I can't add any more than what you said. I mean, you said it all.
Yeah, I mean, nothing different. So, moving right along.
Maybe he wasn't paying attention the first time. He didn't see that guy do
They
that
want
dunk.
some advice. Come on over here.
We got plenty of advice. We can't dunk, but we can certainly help you figure out what you need to do to try to win this thing.
Chris has got a little bit of an edge early on. Plenty of dunks left for that to change.
Yeah, he'll want to push things next round, I think. Fans like him now, but he has to keep it going to receive their love.
One thing going for him, though, guys, he has now established the momentum here in the early going.
I think Clark, he's really thinking about showing something special here.
Yeah, I think he needs to, Kevin, after that first dunk, which was rather pedestrian. He needs something to blow that first one out of the water here.
Yeah, and that's a great point. Plus, you want to get that out of the minds of the judges. I mean, and now's the opportunity to erase that first attempt right now.
It's good. Yeah, we've seen this.
Man, he just got major elevation. One bounce, catch it, go through the legs and throw it down over the head in kind of a sideways motion.
Oh, and kick that leg way up. That was nice.
Yep.
We're back to number 2 in the order, getting ready for his second dunk.
Oh, that was pretty nice. Just didn't have the power, though. He could have gotten up on top of this ball. He threw it and then went underneath the goal while he was doing a little pirouette.
A little 360 double clutch.
That's still pretty nasty, though.
Sure it is.
But it wasn't clean. It was like dirty snow. It doesn't have the same beauty.
And it's the second dunk for him, the third dunker in the rotation. A lot of torque here, Clark. A lot of
Good
torque.
torque. That time he didn't take it through his legs. He just kind of patted it.
He faked it.
Kind of like the fake behind the back pass. Tapped it and then threw it down, and he lost a little elevation there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he lost some elevation there. So he didn't get the same thrust that you like to see on the throwdown.
Tiring. You know what it is?
Yeah, it is exhausting. I'm getting tired watching
I know.
that.
Think how much energy you've got to put out there to do what these guys are doing. And here we go with Larry Nance. Back around to our fourth contestant, getting set for his second dunk. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh, that was sweet.
That was real nice. Threw it out in front of him, and then went and got it and went reverse on him.
Nice finesse dunk there.
He had the power, though. He lacked a little bit of the power I like to see in that. But it was still a heck of a move, but I would like to see a little more force on that.
It was so clean, though. It was so clean.
But I need clean and out.
We've got a very tight contest here. As top to bottom, it's still, Clark, anybody's game.
And if you thought any of these players wouldn't have been right in it after 2 rounds, you would have been dead wrong. All of them showing a lot of heart and creativity.
And give them all some credit. You know, we kind of sensed this was going to be a tough, competitive competition, and it has lived up to it. Let's see who handles the pressure the best here down the stretch.
Back to the top of the order, third and final round. That's good. Yeah, he came hard charging right here.
Now that one was special.
Like a freight train.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, through the legs and the reverse.
Wow.
He goes after it. Again, it's an alley-oop to himself. Self-alley-oop, reverse.
Third go-around, second in the order. And here he comes with another one. That dunk looks awfully familiar.
There's a good reason for that, partner. We already saw one exactly like it. We saw one exactly like it. You don't want to end the dunk contest with a dunk we've already seen.
And, you know, we've said it many times before, you got to come with something new.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the second to last dunker of the night, looking to finish strong. Oh, now that was tough. He had to like dig the ball out. Watch. Look at that.
Yeah, he jumped over his head, took it from, and then went through his legs again.
Left hand grab and then a right hand throw down.
Right, exactly. Left hand through the legs to the right while jumping over his butt.
That was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. And so here's Larry Nance now, and our last contestant looking to finish big. Well, let's see what happens here.
Wow. This was like a long jump because he had to go to the other side of the goal, Kevin. The ball bounces on one side, he picks it up, and he went through his legs. He went through his legs on that one, and then he still. Now, that was slide and glide.
Glide, yeah.
That had both.
Well, that sounds like a song.
It was a song. Fire! That boy made some music with that.
That's good. And now, time to reveal this year's dunk contest champion.
Man, oh man, did he ever wreck the place. I don't know how he was able to pull off some of those dunks.
Me either, Clark. I mean, there aren't many guys on the planet with that kind of ability.
And tonight certainly did not disappoint. From the excitement to the energy and, of course, to the jaw-dropping dunks. Now, for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here on 2K Sports.
Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. Era di moda andare a ballare.